All right, everyone. Welcome to Stingray Johnny's Tips and Tricks. Today, I don't know if we have any tips and tricks for you, but I do want to show you some of the things that I've been acquiring lately for slot cars and whatnot. And maybe one of the tips will be where you can get some of these things. And we're going to start right out with this car right here. This is a dash T-Jet style car. It's not screwed down all the way. Oh, actually, yes it is. I didn't think it was. And it doesn't have a windshield in it. But anyways, it's supposed to have some other parts. It's supposed to have a little engine. I haven't put it in yet. Probably should. But anyways, I love those. I have two of them. I love them. In fact, this one's the one that's not screwed down. I put them on red chassis. I think they look really cool. Dash makes different colored chassis too. You can actually put, like a blue chassis or any color you want, really, pretty much. But yeah, I was going to tell you about my little cheetahs today. Cheetahs. These are my cheetahs, and I do have the other parts. Like I said, I have the little motor for this. But if you were interested, you can get these from Dash. I think he still has them. Anyways, but I did something silly. Now I like cheetahs quite a bit. I think this is one of the first cheetahs that I bought, the red one, and it's in very, very good condition. I don't use it too much. I mean, I try to collect them. It's missing a little bit of paint on the front headlights, but other than that, it's in pretty nice condition. The posts aren't cracked or anything like that, and it's pretty nice. This is a real T-Jet, but it has I think it has what's the name of that company? It's with a J. I can't remember the name of the company. I could find it. If you guys are interested in the name of the company that makes these rims, I could find it. Put a comment in the comments and I will try to find that for you. Otherwise, if nobody cares, then so be it. But this is my red Cheetah. The thing I like about Cheetahs is they have a very, very short back end. And despite the fact that they have quite a big gap in the front where the wheel wells are pretty high, the car does sit pretty low. Even the roof is pretty low, and it's also pretty narrow. So these are actually a good handling body. They're good for racing, and but I did something that I shouldn't have done. I had this blue one, and it's mint. It's mint. The posts are perfect. Everything's perfect on this car. And I also had another one. See, normally what I'll do is I'll have one that I just put on a shelf. Then I'll have one that maybe not quite so perfect. This one's got funny. I know it's got funny wheels on it. It's got AJ wheels with these big tires on it. And you know what the funny thing is? I actually bought it this way. Like I bought it. What is that? I bought it on eBay, and I got it this way. And I'm like, I'll just leave it. It's in pretty nice condition. So I said, I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it this way. Well, I didn't realize that I had this one. And I thought I only had this one, which was, again, my runner. So I thought, I want to buy one. I got my runner. I want to buy one that I can use, for display. So I bought another one. And this one too is almost flawless. There's no, the posts aren't broken, and it's like they're both super, super nice. And then I've got my runner, And then I'm like, you know, plus I got my red one. Plus I got my two red, white, and blue ones. Oops, and can't even fit them all in the screen. But anyways, and I'm like, oh my God, I got all these blue cheetahs, and I didn't realize that. So, you know, it's funny because what I'm probably gonna do, honestly, I'm probably gonna sell this one. I mean, it's pretty nice, and I could just keep it as a runner. But I mean, how many do you really need? Do I really need like 3 blue ones? I'm thinking 2 is enough for me. Like I said, I'll have one that I just display. I'll have one that I use. And you know what? When I use them gently. I don't like I'm not doing crazy stuff with these. I'm not like wrecking them and stuff like that. So I mean, you know, but yeah, just something I can just drive around a little bit. But like I said, I think I'd still like to get a white one. I'd still like to get a nice white one. And I thought there was another color I wanted. That'd be neat. Wouldn't it have a red one, white one, and a blue one? Patriotic. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to sell this one. If anybody knows anybody who's interested, contact me, because I think that it's funny because in one respect, I have a hard time selling anything. It's like, because, you know, it's like I see value and it's like, oh, this is a nice car. I'll keep it, you know, I'll keep it. And, you know, I even thought about, like I said, I thought about changing out the, you know, like putting the stock wheels on it or whatever, but these were so funky, and they're not too big for the wheel wells. They actually fit. So, you know, I was going to maybe keep them that way. I don't know. But I think I'm going to try somehow to part ways with this one. But it's kind of nice. And, you know, like I said, if anybody knows anybody who might want one, let me know. I hope you enjoyed our little video. If you're a Cheetah fan, then you probably really like this. If anybody has a white one, let me know, because maybe I would buy it from you. I'm trying to think. I know there's an orange. Oh, you know what else? I wouldn't mind having a green one. Yeah, because you know why? It's not so much that I like the green color, but I had a green one as a kid, and you want to know something? It was really fast. So it's kind of like I have that memory of that green one that was really fast. And even though it's not my favorite color, I think I'd actually like to get another green one. But I hope you liked the little video. Oh, by the way, I'll show you something else just before we go. It's something else I got in the mail. It's definitely not a cheetah, but it is a blue panel van, and I like it. I think it's not in great condition, because if you look underneath, this post is toast. But what I will do, here's my tip for the day. I didn't even know I was going to do this, but here's my tip for the day. And this is a good one. So let's say I come across another black, you know, bottom for this thing. I'm just trying to find something I can point with. Like, you know, this bottom piece can come off, and it's all one piece there that, you know, incorporates that. I can't focus it because okay, there we go. I'm just looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the actual piece. So yeah, so let's say I wanted to replace this whole bottom piece. Well, you have to first get rid of this blue plastic, and once you scrape it away with an X-Acto knife or something, this will lift right off, and then you can replace it with a good one, if you can find a good one. Sometimes, you know, like someone on eBay will be selling one, or maybe you got a car that's all, you know, messed up here or something, but the bottom's good. You know, you can take the good bottom and the good top and put them together. But here's the tip. Now, you see how there's like a good blob of plastic here and a good blob of plastic there? Well, if you scrape that away to remove this, you might be able to save it and you might not. But if you have another car, like, let me give you an example of something. I have like this, okay? I think we all have some in fact, never get rid of your plastic. Never get rid of your plastic. because you can use that plastic. Here's another one. And what you can do is you can cut up a few bits of this plastic, and when you put the new black bottom on the car, let's say you don't have, again, that much plastic, just cut up a few little pieces of this and stick it right there, and then just take your soldering iron or soldering gun and just melt it right there, and then you'll have that little extra bit of plastic that you wouldn't normally have, and it will look very, very like it was never touched, because isn't that the idea, to make them look really, really nice even underneath? So yeah, just, you know, save your scrap plastic, and like I said, just make sure it's the same color, because it looks like this might be a little lighter, but I can probably find something that's a little darker. You know, if you can just try to save, you know, when you scrape this away, you can try to save it and reuse it, but usually that's kind of hard to do. But if you have some extra, you know, again, you can just put a little piece there and melt it right down, and it'll look like it came from the factory that way. But yeah, I'll be changing out this whole bottom, and this will be added to my collection. I have these in like the kind of the yellowish color. I have what other color do I have? The green one. Now I have the blue one. The only one I don't have is the orange one, and I don't know if I'll ever have the orange one. I wouldn't mind having it, but the thing about the orange one is it's like $350 these days, and I'm not sure that I love these bodies enough to put out $350 for one. But anyways, that's my little tip and things for the day. I hope you enjoyed what we did, and I hope that you'll like and subscribe to the channel, and because I need you to like and subscribe. And again, you know, comments, if you comment, I try to get to all your comments. And again, even if somebody has something they want to trade, maybe they got a you know, a green one that's nice and they want to trade it for this blue one, I don't know, or you know, whatever, let me know in the comments. I will talk to you later. Bye bye.